Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's been making serious waves across politics and media, and it's all centered around the renewed spotlight on Jeffrey Epstein's files. But this isn't just about old documents. It's about how they're being used, spun, and how they're now creating major pressure on big names like President Donald Trump, Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, and even Elon Musk. So what's really going on? And could this lead to resignations, political shakeups, or deeper divides? Let's break it all down. What sparked the controversy? It all kicked off when Donald Trump posted a pretty fiery message on Truth Social over the weekend. In classic Trump fashion, he didn't hold back, especially when it came to the so-called Epstein List. Here's a key part of what he said. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration? They created the Epstein files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton/Christopher Steele dossier. In short, Trump's not buying it. He's calling the Epstein documents part of the same kind of political smear campaign he says he's faced before, from the Russia investigation to the Steele dossier. He's also clearly frustrated that even some of his allies might be giving these files any credibility at all. Elon Musk responds, "Release the files." Now, Elon Musk, who's never one to sit quietly on the sidelines, jumped into the conversation with a strong take. He basically called out the hypocrisy, saying, Epstein mentioned half a dozen times while telling everyone to stop talking about Epstein. Just release the files as promised. No fluff, no beating around the bush. Elon wants all the files made public, no redactions, no secrets, no protection for the powerful. For a lot of people, that message hit home, especially those who feel the public keeps getting gaslit or stonewalled whenever powerful elites are involved. Is Trump losing support from his own base? Now here's where things get tricky. Some folks in the MAGA movement are starting to wonder, is Trump playing defense here, and could his reaction to the Epstein stuff cost him support? There are people asking, why isn't he taking a stronger stance on this? After all, Epstein's case involves disturbing allegations, and many believe there are still unanswered questions about who else was involved. But others are saying Trump's doing what he always does, keeping the focus on unity, not distractions. He sees this as yet another attempt by the media and his opponents to fracture the Republican Party heading into 2024. What are Trump's allies saying? One of Trump's close allies recently weighed in, trying to shift the conversation away from Epstein and back onto Trump's accomplishments. The message was basically, look at what Trump's doing, not what the media wants you to obsess over. They pointed to things like progress on border security, big wins with foreign investment, major legislative victories, like what Trump called the big, beautiful bill. Their main argument? These Epstein files are just a distraction, possibly even planted, to create infighting. The real focus, they say, should be on pushing forward, not tearing each other apart over unconfirmed documents. Spotlight on Pam Bondi and Dan Bongino. But this whole situation isn't just about Trump. Two other big names are feeling the heat too, Pam Bondi and Dan Bongino. Pam Bondi recently visited a new tactical training facility for law enforcement, and it looked like a strong, pro-police moment. But behind the scenes, some are questioning whether she should resign, or at least take a firmer stand on the Epstein issue. Same goes for Dan Bongino. He's a familiar face in conservative media, but he also has a background in federal law enforcement. Rumors have been swirling about whether he might step down, especially with criticism mounting over how sensitive investigations are being handled. Trump addressed those rumors directly. I spoke to Dan today. He sounded terrific. I think he's in good shape. Translation. Bongino's not going anywhere, at least for now. The bigger problem, is the justice system politicized? One political analyst on the panel took a step back and asked a bigger question. Are we too focused on headlines, and not enough on how politicized our justice system has become? He pointed to organizations like the Southern Poverty Law Center allegedly influencing the DOJ and FBI, and to funding sent to groups that view policing as inherently racist. According to this view, the real battle isn't about individual scandals like Epstein. It's about dismantling deep-rooted political bias inside institutions that are supposed to be neutral. And that, they say, won't happen if conservatives are too busy fighting each other over leaks and media spin. So is the Epstein list even real? That's the million-dollar question, right? Some insiders claim a real list exists, with high-profile names who are connected to Epstein either socially, financially, or more seriously. Others argue that the list is a mix of rumor, media hype, and political manipulation. But here's what's undeniable. Public trust is crumbling. People are tired of feeling like the elite play by different rules. Whether or not this list is real, the perception that truth is being hidden is fueling anger, and that anger isn't going away. So let's recap. Trump says the Epstein files are politically motivated and fake. Elon Musk is demanding full transparency now. Pam Bondi and Dan Bongino are feeling the heat, but staying in place for now. Trump's base might be split, but his allies are urging unity, not internal fighting. And behind all this, a deeper concern that our justice system isn't serving the people, but protecting the powerful. So, what do you think? Should the Epstein files be made public, even if it shakes up both parties? Is Trump avoiding the issue, or is he playing the long game? And do you think this whole controversy will lead to real resignations or just more political noise? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And hey, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more deep dives, no BS analysis, and real talk coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.